Words. Words break reality into pieces, creating illusions of isolated things out of an actual singularity. Ideas behind words take on a significance of their own. Volume 5 pieces expose words and ideas as artificial, to reveal the interrelated oneness, which is the essence of the reality you encounter. Mankind spends enormous energy trying to avoid and heal disease. But both actions, avoidance and healing, are much easier when you understand what disease really is. The Essence of Reality explores how the psyche which you are creates the reality you encounter. So here's to your health, for you have found the Essence of Reality, a unique look at how life actually works. Here we view beyond standard thinking to see how you manifest real elements of your own life. It's all about awareness, and awareness is only ever diminished by beliefs and common notions. We have a lot to cover to expose all of those, so enjoy this and explore other episodes. As words go, the word word itself being one focus of Volume 5 pieces. As words go, the opposite of something can be expressed with the prefix dis, D-I-S, dis. Discomfort, for example, is the opposite of comfort. Disability, the diminishing of a particular ability. Distaste negates taste. Of course, as that English convention goes, negating an idea with a dis prefix isn't always the case. Have you ever experienced an aster? Like in a positive event, a good happening, the opposite of which would be a disaster. If a disaster is bad, then an aster must be the opposite, a great event, right? Like an aster occurred today when a plane took off normally. Feeling turbed or trot these days? Maybe gruntled? These are all the opposites, or could or should be, to the usual word without its negating dis in front. Well, I'm feeling turbed at the moment. If I felt any better, I'd be trot. Anyway, the feeling of ease is quite pleasant, relaxed. Negate that, and you've got dis-ease. And nobody I know wants that state of being, not anybody. So, hey, beyond the opposite of ease, what exactly is dis-ease? I mean, what is it, really? You would be turbed to find out, even gruntled. Because if you understand the real essence of disease, you can bypass any such condition and life will be greatly improved. Tom Nair here. I speak from a unique standpoint. I've spent years clearing away deceiving ideas to achieve what I call clear awareness. Life works well when you see that you alone drive yours. So these videos are intended only to help you see past common misconceptions to recognize how life actually works. Well, the body is an extremely complex organism. Many subsystems work together to keep its 6 trillion cells all working, supplied with oxygen and nutrients, all coordinated and in balance so you can use it. Digestion and circulation, breathing and perspiration, muscles and ligaments and tendons all connect to the 206 bones you've got to allow for movement through space. Organs to secrete needed hormones. The extremely complex nervous system to keep everything in communication. Hair follicles and specialized cells to produce nails. Lips to smile and kiss with. Cheeks, teeth, and gums to process food. The tongue and esophagus send that chewed gloop down into the stomach. Intestines, sex organs, kidneys, bladder, complex ears and sinuses, extremely complex eyes. Need I go on? The body is an extraordinarily intricate machine in its functionality, astoundingly so, if you think about it. But for the most part, you don't have to think about it. It all just works. You eat, take care of yourself a little bit, and All of those complicated systems process the food you eat and keep on going. But regarding that complexity, the body presents a plethora of functions that can go awry, issues with a wide diversity that come up. For the most part, these are called diseases, with some referred to as disorders. Dis, body not in order, hence you not at ease. Now, the diversity of possible malfunctions, of types of diseases, is extensive. You've got cancers called carcinomas, sarcomas, lymphomas, and blastoma, with plenty of subtypes. There are cutaneous conditions, skin issues, lots of them, endocrine diseases and eye problems. There are intestinal diseases, upper and lower, many types. Infectious diseases, liver, heart, voice, vaginal, neurological problems, on and on. Were I to specify diseases by names, I wouldn't have the time to cover them all before you got tired of hearing them and went looking for something else to watch. But let's look beyond names, beyond words that indicate this or that problem. Let's look at the disease involved, the impact that any sort of ailment has on you. And I mean you, the viewer of this video. If you want your body to work better, to heal from current problems and not drudge up new problems, new diseases to bring you pain, listen to this. The body and mind are connected intimately. Most likely, if you're hearing my words, watching this video, you're open-minded and seeking a greater understanding for that body-mind connection. I'll assume that and state, you will never get any of those diseases because they don't really exist. Your body malfunction is a direct result of your complex inner state. Any and all diseases or disorders you experience come not from some outside agent, not from bacteria or virus, not from cells gone spontaneously haywire, not from environmental causes. They came from within your own mindset. But the great danger to your well-being is the very notion that there is any source out there that has power over you, any force, real or metaphysical, that can act upon you. Gastroenteritis, jaundice, cholera, eczema, psoriasis, ichthyosis, common cold, cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, herpes, hepatitis, cirrhosis, heart arrhythmia or failure, cardiomyopathy, hypertension, epilepsy, stroke, multiple sclerosis. These are only names. They aren't things unto themselves that sneak up on you and get you. They aren't isolated elements at all. They don't really exist in and of themselves. If I talk about a refrigerator or the moon or your left hand, they exist. They are real elements of an experienced reality. But did you ever see a freestanding cholera or cirrhosis? Ever notice a wayward glaucoma or epilepsy sauntering down the street? What about a carcinoma wafting free, not attached to a mammal? Hepatitis ready to diss your ease? No, you never did. Diseases exist only as permutations of a person and his or her body. They are distorted functions of the physical system, and they don't manifest through chance, through bad luck, through punishment for evil doings caused by viruses or any other external basis. The mind and body are intimately connected. Nothing happens outwardly that doesn't have an inner component behind it. That's the critical point here. Physical problems always have inner roots. In my volume 3 pieces, and particularly my first 2 books, The Essence of Reality and The Psyche Exposed, I provide techniques for you to delve into the subconscious, and I tell you what to look for. There, within, you can identify the inner components to whatever outer issues you experience, and you can change them within. Episode 37 and those 2 books specify exact inner mechanisms which correspond to outer issues. These can be found and eliminated, thus allowing the body to heal itself. So, it doesn't matter what the word is that medical science applies to a disease, those long, impressive sounding, multi-syllable disease names. Forget the name. Focus on its effect and its impact on you. Basically, your body knows how to work properly without your reasoned interference or help, but you tell it to malfunction based on your own inner stresses, conflict, self-doubt, powerlessness, struggle, guilt, punishment, shame. These and more negatives occupy your subconscious, laid there through childhood, woven into held values, firmly affixed by belief in medical sciences as necessary to force the body into proper function. Again, disease is not a thing unto itself. It does not come from out there somewhere, is not caused by a physical agent. Disease manifesting in one's body occurs neither randomly nor by chance. Disease is a physical malfunction that stems from specific mechanisms within the psyche, elements of negation. These can be found within and changed. Mind and body are connected. When the inner causes are culled from your subconscious, the issue can heal naturally. I would emphasize this. If you heal an issue through medication or other gesture, acupuncture, herbals, or whatever, but don't deal with the inner roots, the problem will recur or other issues will arise from those inner negatives. If you hold conflict within and it manifests as a disease, then you squash the disease, the inner conflict will simply manifest in some other aspect of life. So there you go. All those words for diseases, hundreds I imagine, but none of them exist as a real thing, only as compromises to your natural state of body function. And those distortions are rooted within. As you delve inward to ferret out psychic roots to real problems, you gain in two ways. First, the ailment, the disease, can heal. Second, you gain ever greater awareness for the mind-body connection and the overall oneness of things. And exactly that awareness is what the essence of reality is all about. The body is extraordinarily intricate in its functionality. But regarding that complexity, the body presents a plethora of functions that can go awry. These are called diseases. Dis, body not in order, hence you not at ease. The diversity of possible malfunctions is extensive. You've got gastroenteritis, infectious diseases, jaundice, endocrine diseases, ichthyosis, cancers, cholera, glaucoma, intestinal diseases, herpes, cataracts, cutaneous conditions, cirrhosis, heart arrhythmia or failure, hypertension, epilepsy, stroke, liver, heart, voice, vaginal, neurological problems, eye problems, carcinomas, sarcomas, lymphomas, and blastoma. But let's look beyond names, beyond words that indicate this or that problem. Let's look at the disease involved, the impact that any sort of ailment has on you. Diseases exist only as permutations of a person and his or her body. The mind and body are intimately connected. Nothing happens outwardly that doesn't have an inner component behind it. Physical problems always have inner roots. Disease is not a thing unto itself. It does not come from out there somewhere, is not caused by a physical agent. If you heal an issue through medication or other gesture, acupuncture, herbals, whatever, but don't deal with the inner roots, the problem will recur, or other issues will arise from those inner negatives. Disease is a physical malfunction that stems from specific mechanisms within the psyche, elements of negation. Mind and body are connected. When the inner causes are culled from your subconscious, the issue can heal naturally.